Hello everyone, welcome to Baby and Me Yoga. My name is Lynn. I'm super excited that you could all join us today along with your babies. So, the requisite disclaimers here at the beginning of practice. First off, I'd like to introduce you to my baby, Baby Boba Fett. He'll be helping me demonstrate some of the things we'll be doing throughout practice today. So, hi Baby Boba Fett. As you find that spot in your home to set up your area for practice, just make sure you have plenty of space, that you're going to not knock anything over, you're not going to crash into anything. It's nice and safe in that sense, especially since we'll have baby right here with us throughout the practice. Also, make sure that you've talked with your physicians to make sure both you and baby are ready to do some gentle stretching and motion today. And as always, baby rules the day. So if you need to pause to nurse, feed, change a diaper, deal with spit up, whatever excitement might be going on, you certainly can do that. The point is for this to be fun and relaxing, not another source of stress in our lives. So keep that in mind. You can always come back to it later if you need to. And on that note, we'll get started. So we're going to find a seat on our mat or our towel or our carpet or whatever you have. And typically you'll sit with that crisscross applesauce. But if that is not comfortable in your body, find a comfy seat, it doesn't matter. And we're gonna cuddle baby. So that can be baby facing out, or maybe baby prefers to do a cuddle like this. It's all good. Gentle massaging and rubbing. If you can, close your eyes. Or maybe just lower the head and you can be looking at baby. Begin to find some stillness, allowing our minds to center and calm. And gently seal your lips and begin to breathe in and out through your nose. And we'll begin to lengthen that breath. Long inhale. Feel the belly lift up through the ribs to the top of the collarbones. And then you just reverse that as you exhale. Collarbones settle, ribs come together, belly softens. Nice, long, deep breaths. We call this the Durga, or the complete breath. And this helps the body relax. Baby will tolerate it, we're going to let baby come down onto the ground near us. And depending on the age of your baby, maybe they're laying on their back or maybe they're sitting up. Yes, that's what we're going to do. And here from our seat, we're going to reach up as we breathe in. Check in with your shoulders, pull them away from your ears. And then exhale, that right hand comes down to the ground and you just lean over to the right, get a side stretch on the right side. Or excuse me, the left side. Inhale, reaching up. Left hand comes down, you just reach over. You can play with where your head goes, looking down at the ground, or if it feels better to look up towards your arm. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, bring the hands behind you. And then inhale, lean back. Maybe let the head fall back, open up the chest. Exhale, sit back up. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold over. There's baby. And you can say hi to the baby. And then we inhale, rainbow over to the one side. Coming back up to the middle before we exhale over the other direction. Back up to the middle. Exhale the hands behind you. Inhale, lift the chest. You can even lift up the hips a little bit if you so choose. Exhale it all down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold over the legs. One more time through. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, side bend over, stretching. Inhale, reach it up. Bend over the other way. We're coming back up to center. Exhale, the hands come behind. Inhale, offer up the chest. Again, you can lift up the hips if you want to. Exhale, back down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold over. And here we're going to come to all fours so you can swing those legs around behind you, coming up onto hands and knees like a tabletop. Now you can stay right where you are, baby's underneath you. I'm going to pivot so you guys can kind of see better what I'm doing here. So knees are planted right under your hips, arms and wrists right under your shoulders. As you inhale, drop the belly towards the ground. Head, chest, and tailbone come up, getting a deep back bend. And then exhale, you round the spine. Drop the head and shoulders, tuck that tailbone under. Feel the spaces open up between your vertebrae. Inhale, drop the belly, cow pose. Exhale, round the spine, cat pose. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. And here, just let your breath guide you. Articulating around the spine. And you can add in some side bends by kicking out one hip, then the other. You can pat out your feet. Anything that feels good. Just kind of working through the back here. And then from here, we'll find a nice neutral spine. We'll tuck the toes under and lift the knees up just about an inch. So you've really engaged your tummy muscles here. This is a core strengthening move. Holding this little crouch. Push through the shoulders. Take some deep breaths. Exhale, lower the knees. Here we're going to push back into child's pose. So your bum comes back towards your feet. Hands reach forward, hi baby, head comes down. Feel an opening in the shoulders, the front part of your shoulders. And then we'll inhale back to tabletop. And here we're just going to take that little crouch one more time, so tuck those toes and barely lift the knees up. Big core strengthener here. You can throw a Kegel exercise or two in if you want. Work that pelvic floor, and then exhale, the knees come down. We're just going to push back to child's pose again. Relaxing, playing with baby. And here we're going to inhale back to tabletop. We're going to tuck the toes under, lifting the knees up so you're like in a push-up, the top of a push-up or a plank. And then lift the hips high, finding downward dog. You can bend one knee and then the other as you feel that stretch in the back of your legs. You're pushing into your hands and opening up those shoulders. Your tummy, your gaze is looking up at your belly button. This is one where baby might want to pull your hair. So let the heels reach towards the ground. And then we'll inhale here. Exhale, walk those hands back towards your feet till you come to a forward fold. And this one, I just want you to relax that whole upper body. So the shoulders and head relax. You're breathing into those muscles in your low back and across your bum, and just being loose. Knees can be bent here. You don't have to have super straight legs, but you want to be really relaxed. Again, baby's here to play with. Yes. As we inhale, we're going to come up halfway. So your fingertips will trail up your shins. Tummy muscles engage again. Nice flat back. And then you exhale and fold. Inhale, come up that halfway. Exhale and fold. One more time, half lift as you breathe in. And then exhale and fold. This time we're going to roll all the way up to standing. Hi, baby. Arms reach up. I'm going to pivot again here. Again, check in with the shoulders. Pull them down and away from your ears. Pinkies can spiral in towards each other, and your gaze can even follow up to the ceiling. We're going to exhale. Let the left arm reach out in front of you while the right arm spirals behind you, and you twist to the right. Inhale, reach back up high. And we take that twist just the other way. Right arm forward, left arm back. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, we dive down as we come back into our forward fold. Let the left knee bend a lot, and the right hand's going to reach up towards the ceiling for a little folded twist. Exhale that hand down. Bend the right knee a lot, left hand comes up. Exhale down. Inhale that half lift that we started with. Exhale and fold. And then we just stack our spine as we roll up. Hands come up, gaze comes up. Exhale and twist. Inhale, reach it up. Twist the other way. Reaching up for mountain pose again. Exhale and fold. Bend that left knee, right arm spirals up. Hand travels down. Switch your knees. Left hand comes up. Hand comes down. Half lift. We'll go through just this one more time. Exhale and fold. Roll all the way up, hands reach high. Now you notice I came up through the torso. You can also swing those arms out and around, whatever feels good. Exhale and twist. Inhale, reach it up. Twist the other way. Back to center. Fold. We're going to twist to the right. Bending that left knee, hand comes down, left hand rises, hand comes down. Take a few breaths, dangle here in your forward fold. We're going to take that half lift one more time. This time as you fold, exhale, bring the hands all the way to the ground, step the feet back. So we're back in the top of our push-up, that plank pose. We're going to hold it for 3 breaths. The breath is in and out though. And then we'll let the hips come high, downward dog. Take a breath in here, and we'll step that right foot forward, setting up a lunge. So decide what's comfort for your hips and body. And again, you can leave this left knee elevated or lower it to the ground. What we're going to do here is stretch out the hips a little bit. So starting, you're going to feel a stretch in the front of this left hip, that front hip flexor. You can kind of surf a little bit back and forwards here. If you want to get a little more leverage into it, you can come up like this. Sinking in. You can even add arms up towards the ceiling if you'd like to. Exhale, bring the hands back down around the right foot. Say hi, baby. And then we're gonna let that right leg straighten as our bum travels back towards our heels. Your nose wants to be friends with your knee, and those are your hamstrings you're stretching out. Yes, good morning, hamstrings. Now, everybody's different. So for me, I feel the best sensation in this pose with my hips elevated. Some people really like to come all the way back and bring their hips all the way down to their foot. Play with it, decide what works for you. Couple more breaths. Then we inhale, bring it back forward. Tuck the left toe, lift the left knee, and step that right foot back. It's plank pose again. Exhale, let the knees lower, and come back to child's pose. We'll take 3 breaths here. And then we come back into that all fours, tucking the toes, lifting the hips, downward dog again. Take a breath in. Exhale, the left foot steps forward this time, and we set that lunge up. I'm gonna go ahead and lower my right knee, but you don't have to. Kind of sit here for a breath or two, begin that stretch. And then if you want, hands can come to the knee. You really can sink in. You can inhale those arms all the way up. Let that stretch get into those hips. Exhale, the hands come back down to the floor and you begin to straighten the left leg, finding that hamstring stretch. It's called half splits. On this other side. Again, nose and knee want to be friends, but they may never actually get together. It's okay. They could be socially distanced, it's all good. Inhale, coming back forward. Tuck the right toes, lift the right knee, step back, plank. Exhale the knees down, bum comes back for child's pose. 3 breaths. Coming back up, tuck the toes, lift the hips. Inhale, exhale, right foot forward. Hello, baby. Let the knees sink. Breathe in, reach up. Exhale, come down, maybe a tickle, tickle. Straighten the right leg, half splits. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, tuck the toe, lift the left knee. Step the right foot back. Lower the knees, child's pose. 3 breaths. Coming back up to all fours, tuck the toes, lift the hips. Down dog, breathe in. Then exhale that left foot forward. Lowering the right knee. Inhale, bring the torso up. Exhale, hands come down, you straighten the left leg. Inhale, come back up into your lunge. Lift the right knee, step the left foot back. Lower the knees, child's pose. We'll go through one more time each side, so 3 breaths here. Then we come forward, tuck the toes, lift the hips, stretch out that dog, breathe in, then we set up that right-legged lunge. Lower the knee, raise the torso. Exhale, straighten the leg, bow forward, half split. Inhale, back forward, lift the left knee, step the right foot back, knees come down, child's pose for 3 breaths. Last time on the left. Tuck the toes, lift the hips. Breathe in, exhale that left foot forward. Inhale, raise the torso. Stretch the hips. Exhale, bow forward. Half split. Inhale back to the lunge. Tuck the right toes, lift the right knee. Push up. And then we go back to child's pose. 3 breaths here. And then we're going to change it up. Come back to all fours. Maybe take a breath. Grab some water. And we're going to pick up baby. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. And we're going to do some stretches with baby here. Come back to your seat. And I like to do this with the soles of my feet together, knees open like a butterfly pose here. Baby comes to rest right here on my feet. Now, if baby doesn't like this, there's some options here. So baby can be here, yes. Or if baby prefers to be seated, you can go seated or even seated facing out. So they can see the screen if they want to. We're going to start with the legs. So go ahead and take, if you can, let your thumbs come into the soles of baby's feet. And we're going to bend the knees in towards the belly and just roll the hips around. I'm going to start counterclockwise, but it's just a loosening of the hips. Yeah. You can say round, around, around. Taking this with baby. Now, obviously, if baby's not having it, do what you can. You can sing songs, whatever works. Then we're going to switch directions, go the other way. My little baby's very lightweight and not cooperating. So here we go. Now I'm going clockwise. Yeah. And then we're going to bring the knees in towards the hips, or excuse me, the chest. And then open out the feet to the sides and straighten the legs out, back down and around. So up towards the chest, open them up and swing them out and around. Again, we're working through baby's hips. Up and out and around. Maybe just a couple more times this direction. And then we'll start with the baby's legs long. We're going to go out and around as we press them into the chest and then pull them straight down. So it's out and around, it's just the opposite. And then straight down. Out and around, straight down. Here we go, last one. Straight down. Good job, baby. Then we're going to take baby's palms. Thumb goes into the palms as we hold their hands. Loosen, little wiggling, loosen the shoulders. And then we'll reach their arms up by their ears and have their arms come out and around. So same motion we were doing with the hips, but now with the arms. Up through the shoulders, out and around. Up and around. A few more times. And then we'll switch directions when you get back down. So we'll start and go out and around up to the ears and then straight down. Out and around and straight down. Out and around and straight down. Couple more times. Yay! Cool. All right. Let's pick baby up. Big hug. Thanks for doing yoga with me today. Boba Fett, you're so quiet and good. All right, from here, we're gonna roll down onto our backs. So I'm gonna pivot again, you don't have to do that. And we're gonna let baby rest on our hips. Scooch over. With their back up against our thighs. So bring your feet in close to your bum, knees are pointed up, baby's resting right there. Maybe there's some tummy rubs or foot massage, just depends. And then keeping at least one hand, if not both, on baby. We're going to inhale and press into the heels. Lift those hips up. So it's a bridge pose. You're kind of balanced on your shoulders. And you can hold this as a static pose, engaging the tummy muscles. Or if you want to add a little bounce in there for baby, you can do that. A few breaths here. And then bring it down as you exhale. Yay, good job, baby, you did it. Yeah, let's do it one more time, it's fun. All right, inhale, press into the heels, lift those hips. And again, you can hold it steady, or you've got that option to throw in that pulse. Exhale, lower down. Yay! And then from here, you can decide, again, based on baby and baby's age and you and everything around you, you can either bring baby into the chest for a cuddle, or if baby wants to lay on the ground next to you, baby can do that too. But what we're gonna do is just let the knees fall over to the side. So you're getting a spine twist. You wanna try to keep your shoulders flat to the floor and your hips flattish to the floor. So you can get that kind of stacked knee, or if you want to spread your knees apart a little bit, you just work twisting around the spine. Fun trick can be to take your bottom foot and bring it on top of the top knee to help hold it down. That can make the stretch feel good. If you can, close your eyes. Just let gravity do the work here. We'll let those knees come back to center. We're going to twist the other way. So if you need to reposition baby, you can do that. Right, Jango Fett? Or your Boba Fett, sorry. I get you and your clone mixed together. All right, we're going to twist the other way. And same thing, kind of play with the placement of your knees. Find the twist that works for you. And it might be different on this side because you're going a different way, so that's okay. And then you settle in and just relax. Once again, let those knees come to the middle. Kind of reset your body. And we're just going to set up for our version of a Shavasana, that final relaxation pose. So again, maybe just stay on your back with your knees bent. Maybe it's more comfy with your knees out long. Maybe you'd rather roll over to a side. Cradle your head on your arm. You can look at baby. Again, tummy rubs, whatever works. If you can, close your eyes. The goal here is to just totally relax, sealing the practice. There's sometimes a temptation to skip this pose, and that's really the most important one we do all day. So try to be still and just melt. Small movements start to come back. Maybe fingers and toes wiggle. Rub the belly a little bit here. If you can, with your eyes still closed, we'll come to a seat. You might have to pop them open to get there. We'll bring baby with us. Again, for a little cuddle. Sit down, nice and tall. Take a really deep breath in. Fill all the way up. Open your mouth and just haw it all out. One more time. Thank you all so much for joining me today for Baby and Me Yoga. Thanks to the Pikes Peak Library District for giving me the opportunity to share this yoga with you guys. Stay safe and healthy out there. The light in me sees the light and honors the light in you. Namaste.